Kuwait, country of the Arabian Peninsula, located in the northwestern corner of the Persian Gulf. Here are the interesting facts about Kuwait. Kuwait is a tiny country in the Middle East and Asia bordering Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Iran. It is the third richest country in the Middle East when measured by GDP per capita based on purchasing power parity PPP. It is the 21st richest country in the world. Evidence of the first settlement in Kuwait dates from 4500 BC. In 2001, archaeologists believe they discovered the remains of the world's oldest ocean-going boat in Kuwait. The bitumen pieces indented with reeds and barnacles date from around 5000 BC. Ancient Greece once colonized the Kuwaiti island of Phylaki, then named Icaros, between 2000 and 1000 BC. It became an important trading post on the route from Mesopotamia to India. During the 1600s, Kuwait became part of the Ottoman Empire, and during the 1700s, settlers arrived at the site of present-day Kuwait City, transforming it into a trading hub during the 1800s. In 1899, Kuwait became a British protectorate, with Britain providing naval protection in return for Kuwait, allowing London to control its foreign affairs. Kuwait has been ruled by the al-Sabah dynasty since 1756 and continues to retain absolute power. In 1961, Kuwait gained complete independence with the British protectorate formally withdrawn. In 1990, Iraq invaded and annexed Kuwait, accusing the country of stealing its oil from a field near the border. In 1991, a US-led and UN-backed bombing military campaign liberated Kuwait in what became known as the Gulf War or the Persian Gulf War. In 2003, American forces invaded Iraq from Kuwait in the Second Iraq War that led to the ousting of Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein. Kuwait is building the world's tallest skyscraper. The proposed 1,001 meters, 3,284 feet Burj Mubarak al-Kabir is expected to be completed in 2030. Its height is a reference to the classic collection of Middle Eastern and South Asian folktales, 1001 Arabian Nights. Kuwait is the world's 11th most obese country. It is the highest ranked non-Pacific island nation, with 73.4% of its population classified as obese. Kuwait has the world's 6th largest proven oil reserves with 102 billion barrels in 2020. As of 2020, Kuwait is the 8th richest country per capita when measured by GDP per capita. Around 70% of Kuwait's population are expats, with around 3.4 million foreigners living in the country. However, Kuwaiti Prime Minister Sheikh Sabah, al-Khalid al-Sabah, recently announced he intends to reduce the expat population to 30% of the population. The name Kuwait derives from the Arabic al-Kuwait, meaning fortress, perhaps a reference to a castle built on the current location of Kuwait City by the Beni Khaleda tribe in the 17th century. The Kuwaiti flag is horizontally striped, green, white, red, with a black truncated triangle. The colors are associated with a poem written in the 13th century by Af ad-Din al-Ili. He spoke of the green fields of the Arabs, the black battles they face, the white purity of their deeds, and the red blood on their swords. Kuwait was the first Arab country in the Gulf to have an elected parliament in 1963. Following independence in 1961, elections were held for the National Assembly. However, women were not allowed to vote in Kuwait until 2006, when they took part in elections for the first time after a long fight for suffrage. Camel racing is popular in Kuwait, and since 2005 races using robots as jockeys after children were banned from the sport. Humanoid jockeys, specifically developed for the purpose, are the size and shape of small boys and are operated by remote control. One of Kuwait's most famous landmarks are the Kuwait Towers, distinctive blue-green sequined water towers, located in Kuwait City. The largest of the three rises to a height of 187 meters and features a viewing platform, gift shop, and restaurant. Kuwait is one of 27 countries that doesn't have any UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It does have 4 properties on the tentative list, properties intended to be submitted for nomination. Revealing the soles of the feet is considered offensive in Kuwait, as is crossing your legs. Kuwait has the 3rd lowest death rate in the world after Qatar and the UAE. On average, there are only 2.3 deaths during a year per 1,000 population at mid-year. Kuwait has no renewable freshwater resources, so instead, it relies solely upon saltwater desalination plants for freshwater. Kuwait has the 15th tallest sculpted tower in the world, the Alhamra Tower, located in Kuwait City. It is also the country's tallest tower and the 23rd tallest in the world. It took almost 6 years to complete. It is 414 meters tall with 80 floors. Liberation Tower, which is one of the world's tallest towers, is the 2nd tallest structure in the country, measuring 1,220 feet. The tower has a revolving restaurant and an observation platform. Kuwait's national anthem is called Al-Nasheed Al-Watani, and the lyrics were written by poet Ahmad Mashari al-Adwani, first played in 1978. Kuwait has a total boundary length of 462 kilometers and a coastline of 499 kilometers.